the Gambino family. Named after boss Carlo Gambino, this family became the most powerful in the US by the 1960s. They controlled everything from extortion and loan sharking to drug trafficking and labor unions. Gambino ruled quietly but effectively. He was a master strategist, avoiding the spotlight while building an empire. In the 80s, John Gotti took over, nicknamed the Dapper Don for his flashy suits and public persona. He smiled for cameras, waved at fans outside courtrooms. He even beat multiple charges, earning a second nickname, the Teflon Don. But Gotti's fame became his downfall. He was convicted in 1992 thanks to his underboss-turned-informant, Sammy the Bull Gravano. Gotti was taken down in spectacular fashion. The Gambino family would never again reach the heights it had under Carlo. But if the Gambinos were the flashiest, the Genovese family was the smartest. Considered the Ivy League of the Mafia, known for being smart, secretive, and deadly. Their founder, Vito Genovese, helped build the international heroin trade in the mid-20th century. He was brutal, but calculated. Under his leadership, the Genovese family expanded globally, making millions in drug money while keeping their leaders shielded from prosecution. Unlike Gotti's flashy style, Genovese bosses preferred to stay in the shadows, running multi-million-dollar rackets while avoiding attention. Even after law enforcement crackdowns, they've remained one of the most stable and powerful families. They infiltrated Wall Street, construction bids, and even unions, using threats and bribes to control outcomes behind the scenes. But not every family stayed so insulated. The Lucchese family chose a different path, fast, brutal, and profitable. Smaller but ruthless. They made massive profits in the garment industry, trucking, and construction, racking in the millions. And their associates didn't just move money, they moved bodies. Henry Hill's wild ride through the Lucchese crew, later immortalized in Goodfellas, exposed just how chaotic and dangerous life inside the family could be. His crew pulled off the famous Lufthansa heist at JFK Airport in 1978, stealing over $5 million in cash and nearly $1 million in jewelry. It was the largest cash robbery in U.S. history at the time, but with big scores came big problems. The crew turned on each other. Bodies dropped, and eventually Hill flipped, bringing the family even more heat. For the Lucchese family, power came fast, but it always came at a price. But no family paid a higher price than the Bonanos. Founded by Joseph Bonanno, this family was one of the original 5. In the 1960s, internal betrayal and Bonanno's attempt to seize more power led to what's known as the Banana War. Kidnappings, shootouts, disappearances. The family was even kicked off the commission for a time, but what really stained their name was infiltration. In the early 2000s, FBI agent Donnie Brasco, real name Joe Pistone, went undercover for 6 years inside the Bonanno family. His work led to over 100 convictions and was one of the deepest FBI penetrations in Mafia history, and it nearly destroyed the family completely. Still, like weeds in concrete, the Bonannos survived. But if the Bonannos fell from grace, the Colombo family practically tore itself apart. The most chaotic of the 5, originally called the Profazzi family, it was renamed after Joseph Colombo in the 1960s. Colombo was a strange figure. He founded the Italian-American Civil Rights League while running criminal operations behind the scenes. In 1971, he was shot during a rally, some say by the Mafia itself, others say by the FBI. He survived, barely. But internal power struggles define this family. They've had 3 civil wars, more than any other. The last one, in the early 1990s, ended with more than a dozen murders, hundreds of indictments, and the family left in ruins. Their story is less about power and more about self-destruction. If you found this video fascinating, subscribe for more deep dives into organized crime. Which Mafia group should we cover next? Let us know in the comments. And remember, in the world of the Mafia, nothing is ever what it seems.